Good morning. Today is day one. I'm really excited. Sorry to get on to Big Bend, and sometimes people just fly. I'm really excited to start day one. I'm gonna move it over here and put it. See if I can put it up here. That looks good. Okay. Anyway, I'm really excited. I'm on my way to work right now, so I can't really talk too much. I actually didn't think that day one was gonna be no makeup. I was actually gonna put effort into how I looked, but I am determined to make sure I'm filming every day, and I didn't have enough time to put makeup on this morning. So anyway, so currently, I know I'm going to be telling a lot of story times, but this is something that's happened to me literally right now. I'm looking for a different attorney. I had an attorney in Edwardsville, Illinois. Why am I saying that location? I'm going to edit that out. I'm just all crazy. I'm seeing an attorney. Well, I'm not seeing an attorney at all right now. I sought one out. She helped me by writing a letter. That didn't work, and then she decided that she's not going to further work with my case, even though she's talking it all up, oh yeah, you definitely have a case, you definitely are gonna be fine, don't worry at all this bull. And then they respond back as we're taking you to court. Boo. Anyway, and she responds back, they respond back saying they're taking us to court for double the amount that they said in the beginning, which is so fucked up. Anyway, so I just been calling attorneys to see if I can see someone else. Well, I have to see someone in Illinois, and I live in Missouri, about 45 minutes away from Illinois, but since my old house was in Illinois, I have to keep going back there to find an attorney. So I have to call people all day today and tomorrow to see if there's anyone that will be willing to take my case, or even just believes that I have a case, but yeah, so I'm gonna call people all day and just hope that someone understands, believes what I'm telling them. Looks at the fucking picture. She didn't even look at the pictures of the videos. She wasn't even invested in it at all. I don't know. I just want an attorney that cares. Are they out there? Are they real? Are there people that actually care about your case and that actually want to help you? Because so far all I've seen is just assholes. Anyway, it's basically, I was living in this house April of 2016. I moved into a house in Granite City. No, I moved into a house in Illinois. And after 2 months of living there, it was already every time it would rain. So think about how it's raining right now, guys. It's raining bad right now in Missouri and Illinois, pouring down rain. So last year when I was living there, it was pouring down rain around this time, ridiculous, and it would leak water. First it started in our bathroom, which wasn't as upsetting or detrimental as later on what happens, but first I'm so shaky. First it started in our bathroom, and I called my landlord, and I was hey, having all these problems, can you please come out and look at it, or have someone I think most of the time I would just constantly say something about having someone else come look at it, because he's not a roofer. He's just a landlord. He thinks he can just fix everything, when there are some times where you actually have to hire a professional to fix things. Anyway, so basically he'd come out and he'd either tell me that he couldn't tell where the leak was coming in. Okay, you can't tell where it's coming in, but it's actually coming in, so you need to figure. That's this whole time I'm logic, dude. If you don't see where the water is coming from, then fucking have a professional come out, because it is actually raining on us. Anyway, I'm popping off way too fast. This is the beginning of the story, guys. Okay, so then it starts leaking in my daughter's room, okay? And not over her bed, but over her dresser and her TV, in her room still, open water coming into her room. Yeah, so basically that was happening. And then, so those 2 rooms are pretty important and they're leaking. But then it starts leaking right over my bed. Like, it was a very small bedroom and I have a king size bed. So the bed took up, no matter where I would put it in the room, it would have still been leaked on. So it's not like I had it and I could have moved it, which, like, the fuck? Like, so what? Like, it's still leaking in your bedroom. But anyway, it's not like I was trying to have water on me while I was sleeping. So anyway, I tell him that. Literally, I'm calling this man all the time, telling him. And I feel like an asshole. I feel like a bitch. I'm just, like, constantly calling him, telling him, like, fuck, man, clean up this water, Well, anyway, I'm parking at work. So they decide that, okay, yeah, and that was happening. The leaking was happening. It was just, like, horrible water. Every time it would rain, like, and it rained a lot at night, so, like, I'd be sleeping in my bed. I'm yelling. I just realized I'm yelling. I yell when I get really worked up. Okay, so I can just talk to the camera. Man, I'm gonna be editing this and be like, stop screaming. But anyway, so I'm gonna go back to just talking like a normal person. My voice when I'm talking normal right now is, like, breaking out because I think there's, like, this chest thing going around. But anyway, so I wrote him a letter in September, and I was pregnant at this time. Well, yeah, I was still pregnant. I was, like, almost past my due date at this point. Actually, no, I was at the beginning of September. That's what it was. I sent it to him the 1st of September. Instead of rent, I sent him the 1st of September saying that I needed to work out some kind of payment plan because right now I'm not able to make rent. There's no way, because I had to stop working. I was so pregnant. I was in so much pain. But by the 1st of October, we had enough money to give to him. And at that point, we had come home from the hospital with my newborn, and the whole house reeked of mildew. I'm going to take these off for a minute. It reeked of mildew, like, so bad. And I was like, this is not okay, And so I would go to my mom's house, and, like, all of my baby's blankets, everything, like, all of our clothes smelled so bad of mildew. And it wasn't because I was leaving my clothes in the washer. Everyone's like, oh, well, maybe you were just, like, leaving them in water. No, man, no, I did not. I'm like, anybody that, sorry, I've got, like, crumbs all over my pants. Anybody that ever, like, has been in my house recently, like, I am such a psychotic clean freak that, like, I can't handle if I have a mess and someone comes over. So I never let my laundry, and, like, yeah, and I always, we have to have those clothes. I don't have a lot of clothes. I don't have enough clothes to just, like, let clothes sit in the washer. Like, most of the time I'm rushing to do my laundry so that I have nice, clean clothes because I wait that long. So anyway, it's not because they were sitting in water. It's because, like, there was mildew growing in our attic. Like, if there's water leaking in every room of the house, there's no way that mold isn't growing up in the attic where all that wood is. We had a super hot summer and it rained a lot. So heat plus moisture equals mildew or mold or whatever was growing in our attic that made us smell so bad. So we called the city inspector. He came out, met with my husband. Like, my grandma saw, I think, I'm only calling, made the appointment. This all happened. This is all real life events that there is no record of now, when apparently the landlord said that they called the city to ask about this appointment, and they said that they had no record of ever coming out to the house. The guy didn't go in the attic. The guy didn't take any pictures. He literally just came to the house and, like, walked around. Like, that's it. And so I got an attorney because they basically were just, like, mailing me. Like, they didn't seek out an attorney first. I did, because I didn't feel like we were going to come to a conclusion. She basically just denied that there was, like, ever any mold, and basically, so anyway, I find an attorney. She said, well, we'll respond we will respond to her video, or her, she's basically just saying we will respond to their letter with a letter, and if they want to take it to court, then we will, because you definitely have a case. She told me that. So I go there after months, because she took forever to send whatever letter she sent, because I still haven't seen that letter. And she tells me that they have responded upping the amount and saying that they're going to prosecute or like take me to court or whatever. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, I'm deciding to, man, I look so tired. I'm deciding to deny your case, or like just not represent you anymore. And I'm like, like, I was so shy. Like, I was trying to like mentally prepare myself for like whatever was gonna happen, and that's what happened. That was not what I expected to happen. I was very emotional, and so now I'm just trying to find someone else to be my case. I'm gonna go into work now. I'll talk to you guys later, or in a little bit. I'll probably take a few videos out of me being at work, but see you in a minute.